Hey everyone. I got a message a couple of days ago from someone asking me if I'd explain what the elephant was. That's all the message said. And I've been turning it around in my head, wondering what on earth the person meant. Then this morning, as I was taking a bath, it suddenly came to me what they meant. And I burst out laughing. At Langton House, where I grew up, the elephant was an outbuilding, a kind of Victorian stone barn. It was used as a kind of a refectory, a place where people would gather and eat on Saturday nights, especially when we lived there. On the door, the white door, I can see it in my head, there was a black and white plaque of an elephant. A black elephant on a white plaque against the white door. The elephant was where my father would sit and talk. It was really a place, as I say, where members of his institute, the Institute for Cultural Research, would have dinner, especially on the weekends. But the bigger picture was that after the meal, my father would carry on talking. It usually began talking to the person beside him, whoever that was. And on some evenings, he'd just talk for an hour or half an hour or 10 minutes. But often he went on, and everyone always assumed that he was talking about ideas that were random and had no sequential logic about them at all. But after my father's death, I found a file and it was labeled The Elephant. And in that file, he kept meticulous notes about who had been present on a particular evening and what he had said on that evening. And the reason completely was because he was not only talking, but more importantly, he was gauging the effect of the material that he had expressed. And to him, that was the most important thing of all. It was that the people who would come to the elephant to hear him and to eat were his sounding board for his books. I once asked him, Baba, why is the elephant called the elephant? It doesn't look like an elephant. It doesn't, it's not big and round with a trunk and tusks. And he said, well, that's a strange thing. When we first came here, people to Langton, people used to ask me, where should I put this at Shah? Where should I put that? And he would say to them, oh, put it over there. And in his kind of, his own way of mixing up languages, Persian and Arabic, over there was elephant. So he'd say, oh, just put it in the, elephant. And that's how the name stuck. And I love that. I love that that name is really burnt into the minds of all of us who experienced those evenings. And they are incredibly important to all of us who were present, and all of us who knew those evenings. They live on inside our minds.